What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are having an amazing Memorial Day, that you guys are relaxing. You have something, all off the grill. Thank you so much to all of the servicemen and women who have dedicated their lives to protecting this country. I come from a military family myself, and to Silas, I'm so grateful for his service. I know, I gave him the business last season because he was a hot mess, but I was really happy to see that he was able to come and support Jasmine after she gave birth to their son. And she delivered a healthy baby boy, Silas Cooper Jr. And so he was there to make it 16 hours after she gave birth, but they showed him holding his beautiful infant. So, congratulations to the Coopers. So, this reunion was kind of a last minute deal, but I'm really grateful that they were able to kind of sit down. I know they were on the Watch What Happens live set, so I know the budget was pretty much zero, but what it did was it gave them an opportunity to, kind of confront each other, clear the air. It kicks right off with Andy being messy as ever, right? He is just, he gets shadier and shadier as the years go by. But he said, he kicked it right off with Noelle and Summer. And Summer, what she said at the dinner table with Alex and, them being intimate, it was really kind of a messy situation. I feel like Summer, you know, to me last season, she wasn't as problematic. And I know that she said that she had a lot going on. But, Noelle, she comes in, she was the newest cast member. I liked her energy. She was, she's an AKA. She was a Southern Belle. She's very fun. But on the other hand, I felt like it was unfortunate that her coming on the show resulted in the demise of her friendship with Summer because, Summer did, she kind of broke down and she was crying and she was pretty much at odds with everybody except for Preston and Jasmine Jordan. She was at odds with everybody except Preston and Jordan. And Jasmine, listen, she was pregnant, She introduced baby Cooper, her baby bump. She had a cute dinner and everything this season. So she was kind of low key. But yeah, Andy kicks it off with, um, Summer and Alex, and they were pretty much going at it back and forth, very shady. He told her to, fall back Autumn. If you guys remember, that's a callback to, she said that, Alex said that, they got together and they were talking to a real estate agent, and Summer introduced herself to the real estate agent as Autumn, which is just really strange, interesting, right? Like, why would you do that? Or the fact that she took a picture of him when he wasn't paying attention and then sent it to Jordan. And then, the thing that solidified that was the fact that she said that she knew that if she asked him to take a picture with her, that he wouldn't take a picture with her. And my first thought was, baby girl, you laid down and was intimate with somebody who wouldn't even take a picture with you. It would um it it kind of hurt my heart a little bit because that's how the reunion began, and how the reunion ended was almost in a similar note, with the question from the book Ashley being asked to Shanice when, Shanice, as you guys remember, Summer called her the worst dressed. And the last question, and I know I'm all over the place, but work with me here because it's in that same line, it's in that same vein. So Andy asks her the question from the book Ashley about, she was talking about all these high status men that she was dating on the show. And the Brooke Ashley said, if you're dating all these high status men, all these multimillionaires and NBA stars and, et cetera, why couldn't they at least send you a cash app for a blouse from Zara, right? Or some kind of boutique. And Shanice goes, well, I'm not sleeping with them for their money. And my thing is like her and Summer, and I don't want to say like they are devaluing themselves, but for them to be intimate with men that they can't take a picture with or they can't ask for a blouse is blowing my mind, because these girls are beautiful. They're, in their prime, they're like in their 20s. And I'm just thinking, well, what are we doing? Like what's the mindset? Because Summer was going through a lot. I felt like she was looking to Alex for support. And, the fact that he was just, and a lot of people were saying like he was in his F-boy era. And I feel like Alex only, like any other man, to be honest, or any person, period, only allows the amount of disrespect that you allow, that you let him get away with. And I was just like, wow. Like with Noelle, when they were in that bar, and Noelle was pretty much, shooting her shot at Alex. This is after she knew that they were together. Him and Summer were together intimately, right? And so I feel like that was part of the demise of their relationship, to be honest, because Noelle told her that she wouldn't talk to Alex if she knew that, but she went ahead anyway. And she was, they were saying that she was pursuing him. She was like, no, I'm not pursuing him. She's a Southern Belle, but she did tell him directly to his face, I'm interested in you. And she, was shooting her shot. Alex is that type where I felt like he enjoys the chase and he enjoys that whole, neo soul. He was trying to be in his, urban, sweet Maxwell. No, he's not as talented as Maxwell, but y'all get what I'm saying. He was like, trying to put on like the songs. He was like the waves. Like I feel like if Noelle would have played it cool and allowed him to chase her, then they could have had a blossoming relationship instead of her confronting him. But he did say that he wanted to get to know her better. I feel like he just wanted the same thing from her that he got from Summer. And I hope that Noelle knows that, right? And she gets with somebody that's a bit more serious. And speaking of somebody who's serious, Amir, he got it. Andy and everybody else was on his neck the entire reunion because his girlfriend was messy. She was jealous. She was disrespectful. She essentially came in to wreak havoc on Tasia and Nick's relationship. If you guys remember, she was like petting Tasia's hair, and she was saying that she was talking badly about Nick, that he was handsy and he was this and he was that. And then we found out during this reunion that him and Tasia are no longer together. And I feel like that was exactly what Natalie had intended to do. So the fact that Amir was saying that he didn't want to come back if Natalie wasn't coming back, nobody's going to miss him or her. Because he said he bought a ring and he bought a house and put her name on the deed, but she's not paying the mortgage. He is. And so Andy's like, oh, okay, well, what could go wrong? Like, oh, Andy was like, so did she tell you when to propose to her? And Amir's like, no, he's like, I'm going to do it on my own time when it's 80 degrees. And I'm glad that Andy brought up where they were on that event where she says, oh, I make, as much as Amir makes in a whole year, I make that in a month. And he's like, some people would find that emasculating. He's like, is your member still attached down there? And Amir, he's like, yeah, it's still here. They were on his neck. But I feel like they needed to, because this girl clearly does not like or respect Amir. She was coming on the show for clout, right? Like Andy asks, he's like, how many people think that Natalie's good for Amir? And it was crickets, as it should have been. And Jasmine's like, well, they're cute together. Yeah, they're cute, all right. Um, Natalie she was not a good fit for the house. She was really just, and he even said, she's standoffish, but even more than that, she was just judgmental and just really like a Karen, and nobody needs that at Martha's Vineyard. Um, Same as Simon. Simon wasn't as malicious, but he was a clout chaser and he was disrespectful. He wore that, big loud pink flamingo, even though Bria specifically asked him not to. Um, Again, just clout chasing, And Andy had to clarify what clout chasing is. And Bria knows. I mean, she said, the Simon's not my soulmate. My soulmate is in Tribeca. But she's like, well, we'll probably end up getting married anyway. Bria's a mess. Yo, this reunion, it was good. I'm glad that, like I said, everybody got a chance to say what they needed to say. It was entertaining. I'm looking forward to season 3. But you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I think I'm going to start at the reunion. Just going to work my way, recapping from starting backwards, but that's okay. When it comes to Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. Well, you guys, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Did you guys like the reunion? I did. Anyway, enjoy your Memorial Day, and I will talk with you in the next video. Take care, Aces. Bye.